Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar. My name is Tammy Carlisle. I'm head of hospitality at Milestone, Inc. And I have the distinct pleasure of introducing Bob Gilbert, who is president and CEO of the Hospitality Sales and Marketing Association International. Bob is not only a CHME, but also a CHA, and has been guiding HSMAI through a very dynamic and exciting period of change as a 7,000 member association. An organization has been reestablished globally to grow revenue for hotels through sales, marketing, and revenue optimization. During Bob's tenure with HSMAI, they've achieved tremendous success with a number of initiatives, including the development of expert communities in the areas of sales, marketing, and revenue optimization, signature events in each discipline, including the upcoming Rock at Home next week, slight plug there off script, but hey, a portfolio of C-level executive roundtables, the development of HSMAI's university suite of certification programs, including the CHDM, again, another plug, and the global expansion of HSMAI through the formation of HSMAI Global and Regional Development in Europe, Asia Pacific, and the Middle East. Most recently, the model of the association has shifted a bit, and so in addition to individual memberships, there are now organizational memberships available to organizations to help grow and further improve their sales, marketing, and revenue optimization efforts. Bob holds a Bachelor of Science degree from the School of Hotel Administration at Cornell, and in addition has been a member of HSMAI since back in the student days. So that was a couple years ago, right, Bob?
Long time ago. Thank you, Tammy. Call me out on it. Go ahead.
Just a few years back. You and I both, right? It's just been a few years. So frequent guest lecturer, not only at Cornell, but numerous associations, groups, industry partners such as ourselves. And as a past chair of the Events Industry Council, served on the board of directors of the American Hotel and Lodging Association, as well as the Travel and Tourism Coalition in the U.S. as part of the U.S. Travel Association. Bob also serves on several advisory boards for hospitality and hotel management schools. It's my pleasure. I get to work with Bob as a member of the marketing advisory board for HSMAI, and it's my pleasure to introduce my friend Bob Gilbert today. So thanks for being here, Bob.
Thank you, Tammy. Thank you for the invitation. Glad to be here. Our mission simply is to help hotels grow their revenue through sales, marketing, and revenue optimization. We're a professional society, different from the American Hotel and Lodging Association, which is truly a trade association that represents the industry primarily as it relates to advocacy and government relations. Professional societies are about education, and that's what we do. We have a number of educational programs and services, the certification programs you mentioned. We have strategy conferences and signature events in each of the three pillars of our mission: sales, marketing, and revenue optimization. And right now we've been really busy at headquarters with facilitating a lot of online learning programs, because that's where, for the foreseeable future, people are going to upskill or reskill themselves. And unfortunately for the hotel industry, and a lot of our listeners probably, there's a lot of people with some time on their hands right now, particularly if they've been furloughed or laid off. And this is a perfect opportunity to really upskill or reskill yourself on things that are going to allow you to be more portable in your career path, and even beef up your resume in a few places.
Throughout the presentation, Bob and I will dialogue and have questions back and forth. So please feel free to ask those questions. I can see those, and we'll be adding those in towards the end. So let's kind of talk through today's agenda and framework. So we're going to start, for anyone that's been on any of Milestone's webinars over the last several months, we've had a whole series talking about crisis, recovery, and growth. And so we'll be covering I think a little more on the recovery portion of that framework. Let's all cross our fingers that the crisis mode, we're out of the worst and heading towards recovery. So we're going to talk about what does that look like? What are trends we're seeing? What is the new marketing funnel? Can we go back to business as usual, or what's changed? Making that specific case for your individual property or your brand or your group, and what's going to be different. Then we'll get into some specific recovery tactics. We could probably sit here for about 4 hours and go through recovery tactics. So it's definitely not an all-encompassing list, but I think a good high level of some different things you can do in the different components of framework. And then, like I said, we'll leave time at the end for Q&A. So to start with, just to kind of give an overview of what we call the CRG, or the Crisis Recovery Growth Framework. The idea during the crisis phase was really, how do you connect and adjust and engage with your customers? How do you keep them interested even in a time period when they weren't buying?